Hello and welcome to Nature Today. As you can see, we're in the
I'm a
forest.
pigeon.
What sort of wildlife do we have living in this forest?
Like caterpillars, deers, seagulls.
Can you point out where they live?
It takes a trained eye to see them, so. Over there.
Oh yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
it's there.
Oh yeah. Nice.
That's kind of it, though.
What kind of foliage do we have here?
Green.
There's a green foliage right there.
And that's what we were discussing today. The impacts of trees, green foliage, skidding, mud, and pine needles.
Holes also.
Holes as well.
And do we have someone with us today?
We certainly do, yeah. We've got our resident expert. So Malcolm, please explain what's going on as we're walking through this forest.
Well, when we stand on the foliage, green foliage, as I explained earlier, we kill it. It dies. So that's good for nature because there's too much of it. Check all of it.
He's man. He's scared.
So we've got to kill it. So we've got to get more people walking in the forests.
Okay.
Killing the foliage.
And that's good for healthiness.
Healthiness, yes.
Okay. Now over to our expert, Stuart Black. Question. Can you please examine your wildlife that's attached itself to your bike? Well, as Len pointed out, the brown stuff's dead. So there's lots of dead bits on my bike, which affects it, but keeps the ecosystem growing on my bike. So, effectively, it's a killing machine, plant killing machine, so that's good. And Stuart will now demonstrate how skidding makes you amped for doing shit. Right, ready? Go. Oh, that's crazy.
So that's good for nature, right?
It is, because it makes you pumped and amped for like for doing gardening.
When you're in your own time. Oh fuck! That is a hole, and they're good because they kill people. In that
And not plants. Not plants. And that's your expert about holes.
So can you tell us, our resident nature expert, how holes affect us?
Well, holes can affect us. I mean, as you did earlier, you can put your foot in them and break your ankle. Or you got bigger holes like that one there, which could kill a whole man.
Whoa! Oh, hold on. So how big can these holes grow?
Huge, massive. Yeah, huge, massive.
That's crazy.
As big as a whale.
That big? That's how big they can grow, okay.
But they're also good, because you can chuck dead plants in them.
And people.
Oh, and then it disguises the holes and people fall down and then they die.
Yeah.
Are people dying? Is that good?
Depends.
People died.
Depends.
Do you want to elaborate on that for me?
Well, if we push Len into this hole, we'll see if he lives or dies.
That's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, I'll go.
Holy fuck!
Oh! Trees are big and tall, and it's good when you knock them over and make them die, like the foliage, because there's too many of them. Check out the trees.
We're showing how to manually harvest forests
Okay.
using brute strength.
Okay, go for it.
Right. Good.
Ah, beautiful.
See, look, Marco, come here. There's like bugs and shit in there. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck? That is not nice. What the fuck is that? You see it?
This. That's kind of it for this bit of the program.
Next.
Next will be discussing the impact of pine needles. So today we're going to be talking about the impact of pine needles on mountain bike specific downhill tracks. In wet conditions they can cause lack of traction between tyre and ground. So this in turn, applied with a braking force, can cause what's called a skid.
What does a skid look like?
It looks like this. So in turn, this skidding can cause mud. Here today, talk about mud, innit?
I talk about mud.
Maybe we should ask our expert.
Let's ask our expert, Stuart.
Well,
what do you think about mud? Why is it good? Why is it bad? What do the homies say?
Well, mud is formed by water on earth, and it's pretty muddy. And well, gets in the way, gets you cold, wet, and muddy. Surprisingly.
What is that?
The gangsters promise to say, yo.
Where does the term muddy come from?
The mixture of mud and E gets you muddy.
Watery thing over there.
I believe it's called a river.
What are they good for?
Drowning people.
Transporting boats, twigs,
Excess foliage.
excess dead foliage. So and also trying to sweep away the green foliage. As you can see, it's snaking to get as much green foliage as it can before it hits the sea and then ends up, may never ever coming back here. So it also relies on clouds because they pick up water from the sea and drop it back at the top. So it's really a big battle against green foliage. But unfortunately, green foliage actually like water. So if it rains over the green foliage, then they actually live longer.
So the catch-22.
So basically, for the river to win, it basically needs to cover the world.
And that's what's going good right now because ice caps are melting.
Ice caps are melting because rain is falling on them, and it's not quite cold enough. It's like melting it quite slowly.
Okay.
And then, sometimes rain doesn't fall over, like the desert. It boosts up to like the Antarctic, and that's why you get heaps of like water. Basically, in the Antarctic, the water is like that much higher
Yeah, okay.
than like the desert. So when it eventually boosts over, anything in that radius of height is going to get covered in water. So
Okay. So we should ask our expert about it.
Right.
Well, the pine needles, because the water's rising, more pine needles get affected and washed away into the sea, which is a good thing for mountain bikers because then they'll have more traction on the tracks.
More traction on the track.
Yeah. So altogether, the water rising is a good thing for us, but a bad thing for the pine needles.
What's happening next time on Nature Today?
Next time,
Series.
we film how mountain biking affects the terrain
In a positive manner.
in a positive manner.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Look forward to it. Faces.
This.